Hey guys, Eric from Eric and Jen's Excellent Adventure here, and I'm at it again. Got another little project here for the camper. We're about ready to hit the road here in a few months and do Route 66 for the 100-year anniversary. So I got about a 5,000 mile round trip for 4 weeks, and I need to save all the space I can in the truck. So I actually wanted to add a little cargo trailer hitch thingy, I don't know, to the back of the Casita here. And I built a custom box for my generator. So I want to mount up this cargo rack with a little extra support to it. So that's what I'm working on today. And then we're going to mount up the box here, maybe tomorrow. But let me spin you around here and I will show you what I'm working on.
All right, so this is the rack. It's just a cheap metal rack. Actually, I found it on Facebook for $15. Thing's brand new, basically. I do have the receiver hitch on the back of the camper that I installed a few years back. It's bolted to the frame, not the bumper. This, like I said, it has got the receiver hitch in the middle, but I wanted to add a little support to this. So I had a friend of mine make me up these metal brackets here, or braces I should say. And what I'm doing, I got this one installed already, but you can see it here, and it goes underneath the plastic bumper. This is my sewer hose holder that I made, but this is actually bolted right to the metal bumper, the original metal bumper for the original sewer hose. So that'll help give it a little extra stability on each side. I know I'm going to get comments about, weight on the back of the camper and trailer sway. I'm well aware of that. I've had bike rack with bikes that, don't weigh any more than what I'm currently working on. And I've never had any issues. Obviously, it's something I will keep an eye on while I'm driving, just to make sure. But, yeah, I'm doing this now because we'll have a couple of trips that we can test this out, and I'm going to get you set up for time lapse, I guess. We will do the bumper on that side, and then we'll work on actually mounting the box to this platform. I'm going to bolt it to it so it can't be taken off. Also, for Route 66, we're going to do a custom wooden sign on the back here. So I actually have to add some trailer lights, which I have coming here in the next few days from Amazon, of course. So I can actually add some more brake lights and turn signals and stuff like that, so that I'm legal. Which actually it's pretty cool because I think it's going to be Bluetooth. Hopefully that works. So let me get you set up on the time lapse, and we'll get to working on that side there.
Okay, so I have that all. I got both arms on now, bolted up, and this thing, it's solid. It ain't going anywhere. So the next step is to put this box on. I made this box. I got truck bed lining on the outside of it to keep it watertight. Got the weather stripping inside. It's got some vents here on the outside. And this is going to just be storage for my generator. It'll fit right in there. I guess I'm going to take this, I'm going to bolt this to the rack here. Do some, fender washers and kind of like what I did with that to secure it down. So what I'm going to do is just kind of get an idea of where I want to put this. And then I'll put it down, and then I'll actually take a little bit of orange spray paint from underneath and spray it, and then it'll leave this outline on the bottom of the box, and I'll be able to see exactly where I want to drill my holes in this box. So let me go find some paint, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here is where I'm at currently. I drilled the holes, dropped the bolts through. I did not put the nut in that on them yet. Reason for that is I want to put a little bit of caulk where those holes are in the box just to seal them up. And I don't have any, so I'm going to have to run to the store for that. But for the most part, that's going to work out perfectly. The only issue, and hopefully I never need to, but may make it a little more difficult to get that tire off. If need be, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. But like I said, hopefully we don't need it. But yeah, so I mean, we're just about done with this stage. Like I said, I'm waiting on some lights. So, and I'm gonna make some maybe some brackets or something to kind of come up, mount the lights on there, and maybe I don't know. And I do need to actually take the license plate and somehow mount it to this so it's visible easily and I don't get pulled over. Which also it needs a light on it, which I believe the light thing that I ordered has that. So we'll figure that out too. Yeah, but other than that, let me get back to you in a few days once I get all my parts in. Hopefully the weather still cooperates because right now it's a beautiful day, the end of February here. And let's see what else we can do. Okay, so it's been about a week or so since we last talked. I went ahead and kind of finished up this project because we had a couple nice days, really good weather. Just wanted to knock it out, get it done. Of course, today it's like 30-mile-an-hour winds with 60-mile-an-hour gusts, so hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm going to flip you around, and I'm going to show you what I finished up here. Okay, so I have gone ahead and finished my setup here. I'm going to show you exactly what I've done. So as we did earlier, we've added the extra supports there. Took the box, we bolted that to the rack itself with some large washers underneath there. It's not pull the heads of the bolts out. I've added these two pieces of steel right here, and I've bolted them in. It's probably kind of hard to see. There's bolts here. Some big some flat spacer washers I made. And the reason why is because it was just two pieces. One there, and it had that gap, which is basically the same as on the side here. These tail lights that I got, they're Bluetooth, and I will show you that in a minute. But the backs of them are magnetic, and I wanted as much flat area for those to be on, give it as much strength as possible. And I'll tell you what, they're on there pretty good. The kit came with these little metal wire tethers, so you put that on there, so should the magnet fail and it kind of falls off, it ain't going to end up on the road. These are pretty nice. Let me see if I can get one off with one hand here. I'll show you how it works. Maybe not. There we go. Okay. So these just recharge by plugging in, just the same as my phone, the Type-C charger. And of course an airplane's going to come by. This also has, on the side there, you can turn on, it's an LED light, which I'm going to use to light up my license plate. That keeps you nice and legal. Let me show you how they are Bluetooth connected. They have this dongle with a little, antenna, and it just plugs into your 7-pin. Now, however, I have a brake controller that I use through my 7-pin. The reason why I have this brake controller by Kurt is because on the 2025 Dodge Rams, gone are the days of just plugging in your wire harness underneath the dashboard there and plugging in your brake controller. This one, they wanted you to put their integrated one into the dash, and then you had to run wiring to the main computer box, which is behind the back seat. So you have to pull the back seat to get to this box. Then you have to take the wires and put them into the harness, pin them in there. Then, on top of that, you have to go online, go to the special website, put in this code so you can upload it to your truck and tell the truck that you now have a brake controller. I wasn't doing all that, and I wasn't going to spend a ton of money to have that done. So this controller just plugs right in to your 7-pin, and then your camper harness just plugs right into that. And then you use your phone to put in your settings, just like you would your normal brake controller. Now, this is also a proportional brake controller, which is something that I wanted. Proportional means basically the more you hit your brake pedal in your vehicle, the more that the brake is applied on the camper. A lot of Bluetooth ones don't do that. This one does. You can also put a Bluetooth button on your dashboard if you want to hit the trailer brake manually. So that's also a nice feature. So normally, like I said, since you plug in that into the back of the brake controller, normally I would have that hanging out the back of the truck here. Well, now if I put a dongle and everything on, it's like sitting way out here, and it's just ridiculous. So I bought this Y adapter. One is for the dongle for the Bluetooth brake lights. The other goes to my brake controller, and then I put this Velcro strap on here, and it keeps it good and solid with no issues. And I'm going to show you that kit in here in just a moment. All right, so this is the kit that I bought, and it comes with everything you need. It comes with the lights. It comes with the charger cord, because it's got kind of a Y adapter on that, so you can charge both of those at the same time. It comes with that metal wire cabling, so you can make sure it doesn't fall off. But the magnets are super strong, and it was really easy to pair it with the vehicle. Actually, I just turned on the truck, and once you plug that dongle in, it just does its own thing. So I will put a link down below if you want to get that. I got it on Amazon. It was like $75, I think. So last weekend we did a little road test. We went to our friend's house, drove a couple hours, and we drove in wind absolutely crazy. That was like 30-mile-an-hour winds with 60, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. I've never driven in wind like that before. Camper did very well. No issues whatsoever. Even with having that extra weight on the back, you couldn't even tell that was there. Other than a couple of good gusts, I mean, the camper didn't even move. So I was very, very pleased with that. So I know the setup works well. I had no issues with any of the lights or anything like that. So yeah, I'm very happy. Hope this will definitely help us on our road trip on Route 66 and any future trips. Now I'll be able to have the generator with me all the time. Usually I know we'd only pack it in the truck when I thought we would need it, if we were off grid, just because I didn't want to take up the extra space. So it'll be nice having this here. I can put the the black tank toter. I'll be able to put that on the back here. Other light stuff. I'm not going to put anything heavy back there, but yeah, now that I've got those extra lights on the back, I'll be legal as far as tail lights and the light on the license plate. Those tail lights, that was one of the few kits I found that actually had the light for the license plate on it, and it also had the power bar. Shows you how much battery life is left on those. For some reason, it was hard to find ones that had both those options. So very pleasantly surprised with these ones. Happy with them. Like I said, I'll put the link below in case you're interested. And yeah, until next time, guys, keep you safe in your travels. Keep between the mustard and the mayo.